Welcome to Relationship Therapy. I'm a marriage and family counselor with over 25 years of experience in diagnosing behaviors, treating emotional patterns, and helping individuals and couples succeed both personally and professionally. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have encountered. Understanding narcissism and rock-bottom narcissism is a complex personality trait that exists on a spectrum, ranging from healthy self-confidence to narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. At its core, narcissism involves a grandiose sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. While many people exhibit narcissistic traits to some degree, those with pathological narcissism are heavily dependent on external validation to maintain their fragile self-esteem. When this validation is stripped away, they can experience what is known as rock bottom. However, unlike most individuals, a narcissist's rock bottom is unique in its intensity and response. What does rock bottom mean for a narcissist? Rock bottom for a narcissist doesn't necessarily mean financial ruin, addiction, or homelessness, as it does for many others. Instead, it is characterized by the complete breakdown of their narcissistic supply, the constant admiration, control, and validation they rely on to maintain their self-image. When a narcissist hits rock bottom, they experience a profound identity crisis, an overwhelming sense of powerlessness, and a deep fear of irrelevance. Unlike others who reach rock bottom and use it as an opportunity for self-reflection and change, narcissists often react with rage, self-pity, or further manipulation in a desperate attempt to regain their lost status. The stages of a narcissist's fall. Narcissists often reach rock bottom gradually rather than suddenly. Their downfall tends to follow a pattern: erosion of narcissistic supply. Their usual sources of admiration and validation begin to dwindle. Friends, family, or colleagues may start to recognize their toxic behavior and distance themselves. Increased desperation and manipulation. As their control weakens, they may intensify their manipulative tactics, including gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or victim playing. Exposure or public humiliation. Their deceit, manipulation, or unethical behavior may be exposed, leading to social rejection, job loss, or even legal consequences. Isolation and identity crisis. With no one left to admire or validate them, they face the terrifying prospect of self-reflection, something they have avoided all their lives. Emotional and psychological breakdown. This can manifest as depression, anxiety, paranoia, or even physical illness resulting from chronic stress. Here are the types of rock bottom scenarios they may encounter. 1. Personal rock bottom narcissists thrive in relationships where they control and manipulate their partners, friends, or family members. When these relationships end, often after years of emotional abuse, narcissists face a devastating loss. Divorce, estrangement, or abandonment can lead to a severe emotional collapse. Since they struggle with genuine emotional connections, losing a long-term source of validation feels like a complete identity loss. 2. Professional and financial rock bottom. Many narcissists are highly successful in their careers due to their charisma, ambition, and ability to manipulate situations. However, when their unethical practices or toxic leadership style catch up with them, they may face job termination, demotion, or professional disgrace. Financial instability can also hit them hard, as they often associate wealth and power with their self-worth. 3. Social rock bottom narcissists often build social circles filled with enablers who boost their ego. When friends and acquaintances start to see through their facade and cut ties, narcissists are left with few allies. Social rejection and loneliness can be particularly painful, as they rely heavily on external validation. 4. Legal or public humiliation. For narcissists who engage in criminal activity, fraud, or scandals, exposure can be a devastating form of rock bottom. The loss of reputation, potential legal consequences, and public disgrace can push them into a state of desperation. Since they often lack accountability, they may blame others or attempt to manipulate the narrative rather than accept responsibility. The narcissist's response to rock bottom. Narcissists' response to rock bottom is rarely one of humility or self-improvement. Instead, they exhibit a range of extreme reactions, including rage and retaliation. They may lash out at those they perceive as responsible for their downfall, seeking revenge through smear campaigns, legal battles, or social sabotage. Victim mentality. Rather than acknowledging their mistakes, They may position themselves as the victim, garnering sympathy from those still willing to listen. Depression and self-destruction. Some narcissists may experience severe depression, addiction, or self-harm as they struggle to cope with their diminished sense of self. Reinvention and manipulation. Many narcissists attempt to rebuild their lives by finding new sources of admiration, reinventing their public persona, or manipulating new individuals into their web of control. Can a narcissist change after hitting rock bottom? The possibility of genuine change in a narcissist is rare but not impossible. For true transformation, they would need to acknowledge their behavior. Accepting responsibility for their actions is the first and most difficult step. Seek professional help. Therapy, particularly specialized treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help address deep-seated narcissistic patterns. Develop empathy. Learning to understand and respect others' emotions is crucial for lasting change. Commit to long-term self-reflection. True growth requires ongoing effort, which many narcissists find difficult due to their resistance to criticism. However, since narcissists are wired to protect their ego at all costs, most will not genuinely change unless the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of transformation. Conclusion: a narcissist's rock bottom is a uniquely painful and destabilizing experience. Unlike others who use rock bottom as a catalyst for self-growth, narcissists often respond with rage, denial, or manipulation. Their downfall usually stems from the loss of their narcissistic supply, whether through personal, professional, or social consequences. While some may attempt to change, most will resist true self-awareness and instead seek new ways to regain control and admiration. Understanding this cycle can help those affected by narcissists recognize the patterns and protect themselves from further harm. Be sure to like and subscribe to Narcissistic Mondays, where we drop new content every week to educate and empower you on understanding this toxic disorder. Take care of yourself.